Welcome everyone. Today, World Talent Economy Forums, we are trying to introducing new initiative of School of Talent Economy. So in that particular area, I try to teach and engage with a lot of students and lot of youth community with our economical aspects. First thing first, we have to understand what is talent economy. Talent economy is one part of the things. It's actually modern economy, and at present we are find there are gig economy, talent economies. Many of the engineers, doctors, lawyers, knowledge based worker, they are contributing for the economy. So what our target, World Talent Economy Forums and School of Talent Economy, we our target is that we want to contribute for the youth. They can find out their own destinations, they can find out their own way of developments. And economy is very important. Economy is everywhere. Economy is every corporations, every government organization, every university. So we are trying to integrate with them. We are trying to build up the new ecosystems. So today I'm going to discuss about economics and economic related things. So first thing first, the economy. What is economy? Before that, in the COVID periods, we have many interesting things. Like example, uh, we have our different markets, we have our equilibrium things, and we have our price systems and many more things. So for that particular issues, what is market? In COVID period, actually, globalizations is actually not working properly. Our supply chain management is not working properly. So in that situations, actually, market is that an arrangement between buyer and seller to determine the price and quantity of goods and services exchange. And most important thing is equilibrium. Equilibrium point is that demand and supply. So when they integrated together, it means that at the price where the quantity demanded and quantity supplied are equal. And what is the price system? So price system is that a mechanism that uses the forces of supply and demand to create an equilibrium through increase and decreasing prices. So if we focus the demand supplies and equilibrium for Snickers, so then we can find that there are 60 example. Let's say we set our price $60. So maybe the quantity demand will be 50,000, quantity supplies will be $50,000. Then this is the equilibriums. Like when the market has 50,000 demand as well as market has 50,000 supplies in that particular things. Like example, when we sell our product around $60, then difference between quantity and the quantity of demand and the quantity of the supply will be zero. So this point is the equilibrium point, and this is the stationary that where we can set our demand and supply. So let's focus on this supply and demands. Let's say in the COVID period, we need lot of mask. Example, we need a lot of things which is very important. Let's say medical equipments. So in that particular points, let's say we find that in Malaysia there are 32 million people live in Malaysia. So 32 million peoples, they need mask around 32 millions. So someone and few companies, they're producing the mask. So this mask local demands, let's say 32 millions mask. And when the demand and supply mixed with this point where we can say this is the equilibrium points for the supply and demand. This is the interesting point even for the COVID period. So example, when we move forward with this supply and demand concept, we have to understand what's the local demands, because now every country and every economy, they are more focused on the national economy. So we have to, let's say Malaysia is a tourist country, so now they have to focus on their national tourism, how the 32 million people get more opportunity to engage with this kind of things. So then actually we have to focus on the economic growth, even though at present in GDP growth and this kind of things we are facing lot of problem, lot of challenges. So in that particular time, what we understand, what is economic growth? The economic growth is that the ability of an economy to produce higher level of output represented by an outward shift of its production possibility curve. Economic growth basically involve today based on the local necessity demands and local demand. We need to be more focused on that. When we can survive, then we can go for the global market. So then if we have to be more focused on what makes economic growth increasing in resources, technological changes, so we can develop the economic growth. We can, if we can find out the increase the resources, and if we can involve with more technology, then we can grow this economic growth. Let's say in at present situations, in academic sectors, if we can integrate it with the more demand and supplies, and if we can integrate it with technology, and we can create more valuable resources, then our demand and supply and this related things will be very much effective. So outward shift of the production possibility frontier. So we know that PPP, production possibilities possibility curve. Let's say at present we need 300 millions pizza per years. Okay, in the COVID period. So if it's increased 500 million per years, we can call we can call it uh, 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 production possibility curve. So our computers, maybe it also can maybe every years we need 60,000 computers. So on the other hand, so as the COVID period, maybe our production possibility curve may increase and 80,000. So this is also another important things we have to focus on that particular point. Then we can find out the alpha and beta present and the future production possibility curve. Future production possibility curve, let's say at present we need 3,000 mask, and the next month we need 5,000 mask. So this is the actually alpha and beta present and the future production possibility curve. So consumer good is a capital is a goods. Then we can find out that the consumptions and the good things maybe in these positions. Maybe we invest more capital, as well as we are start to consuming more goods. In that situations, this alpha and beta present and the future production possibilities curve is increasing. What happens when a country does not invest in a new technology? Everything else being equals, the country economy will not grow. Every being else being equal, the country economy will not grow. So issue is that especially in the developing economy, they are investing a lot of money in the technology, but issue is that if we stop our investment, what will happen? Then our innovation will not work. Our new community, they cannot come up with the new idea. Our new opportunities we cannot create. We cannot create the proper production for our community. Then what will happen? The other countries company may come and they can cope up these situations, and they can go with a different ideology and different fact. So when we cannot invest in the technology, then everything else being equals, the country economy will not grow. What is investment? This is very important questions. Always I getting questions. The accumulations of the capital, such as factories, machines, equipment that is produced to be goods and services. So in that particular situations, so investment, like when we focus on the investment, we can focus on factories, we can focus on machines, we can focus on equipments, and by this way we can produce more goods and services. What is the opportunity cost of investment? The opportunity cost of investment is that a country must decide how to allocate its resources between producing capital goods and consumer goods. So opportunities cost is always important when we can invest more capitals and when we can invest more consumer goods in our production. So what conclusion can we make about investment? So a nation can accelerate growth by increasing production of capital goods in excess of the capital being owned out. So in that particular situation, we have to understand when nations, they go for innovations, they go for more education, they train their human resources, they know how to allocate their human resources and everything. In that particular times, we get more investment and we get more opportunity, and definitely we have to overcome from this corruption and this kind of things. What is market failure? In the COVID period, market failures is a very important part. So market failure is that a situation in which the price system result in too few or too many resources used in the production of a goods or services. This inefficiency may justify government intervention. So what are some market failure situations? Lack of competitions, externalities, public goods, and income inequalities. So when in the economy we do not have competitions, when we cannot make with the external factors, and our public goods is not in proper way, on the other hand we do not have proper income equality. In that situations we have to face a lot of problem. What happens when competition is lacking? Like when we do not have competition, naturally our market will go for failure. So what did Adam Smith say about the competitions? You know that according to the Adam Smith is a very famous scholar for the economy, and he said there must be competition for market for to function properly. So when we need to do a proper functions, we need some positive competitions. So I'm just trying to explain the rigging the personal computer markets, how actually personal computer. Here is one axis. One is the quantity of personal computers. This is the quantity of the personal computers. This is price per personal computers. This is another thing. This is the price for personal computers. So quantity of the personal computers, we find that like this is the place. Effective equilibrium is where is the example, this price per personals will be in the S, and D is that quantity of the personal factors. They do this equilibrium factors, and this is like $1,500 for this computer price. And when we produce around 200 computers, then this is the efficient effective things. And inefficient things, let's say we are setting the price $2,000, and we are selling 150, then this point is inefficient equilibrium point. So in that situations, actually every segment in the markets, every country, they have to fix their inefficient and effective equilibrium. When they do the proper inefficient things, and they can fix their efficient equilibrium points, and they go for the productions, they can understand that what's going on and how we can work together. So when we have external cost, then we have regulations, pollutions, taxes. Then by this way we can getting the efficiency equilibrium point. So what is an externality? Externality, a cost or benefit imposed on peoples other than the consumers and producer of a good or services. So what is an externality? Externality, I again explain, a cost or benefit imposed to people other than the consumers and the producer of a good or services. What is negative externality? An externality that is harmful to third parties. Okay, so what is the example of the negative externality? Let's say pollution. If we have the pollutions, then our efficient like water pollutions, air pollutions, and this kind of things, then our efficiency equilibrium point has lot of problem. So what is the conclusions? When the supply curve fail to include external cost, the equilibrium price is artificially low and the equilibrium quantity is artificially high. Another thing is that positive externality, an externality that is beneficial to the third parties. This is called positive externality. What is an example of a positive externality? It is vaccinations. So when the external benefit finds, then we get regulations, supplies, and subsidies. Then we can follow out the efficiency equilibriums. So what is the conclusions? When externalities are present, market failure give incorrect price and quantity signals, and resources are misallocated. What is the effect of external cost and benefit of resources? External cost cause the market to the overall allocate resources, and external benefit causes the market to under allocate resources. So this is the particular things that we need to be focus on that area. So let's say the external benefit of the of AIDS vaccinations. So price per vaccine, this is the price per vaccines, and this is the quantity. Let's say when we fixed this point P1s, and when we produce Q1, then this is the our quantity is Q1, then this is the inefficient equilibriums. And when we uses P2 amount of money and we produce Q2 amount of things, then it is called efficiency equilibrium, include vaccine benefit, include and everything. So this is the way we can figure out the external benefit of AIDS vaccination. What is a public good? A good that once produced has two properties. Number one, user collectively consumer benefits. Number two, no one can be excluded, included free rider. What are the example of the public goods? National defense, public education, highways. So example, the public goods is that any kind of projects where government has involved and government actually handles the education systems, roads and highways and defense. This is actually public good. What is the conclusion? If the public goods are available only in the marketplace, people wait for someone else to pay, and the result is an underproductions or the zero production of the public goods. What is the another failure of the market failures? Government transfer programs such as social security, unemployment compensation, food stamps, minimum wage are example of program that redistributes incomes. So in that particular situations, I just want to say that in the COVID situations, we have to understand properly the demand and the supply situations. If we cannot understand or predict the demand and the supply situations, if we cannot understand the proper situation of the local market, then all of the organization has some problem is that many countries, many organizations, they only focus on the global market. They're only trying to build up something in the global market. They're only trying to grow something in the global market. When they try to grow something in the global markets in the COVID periods, definitely there are some unstable conditions and many things happening. But if we can really focus on the local market and we can identify with our proper data analysis, especially demand and supply, it's a very common things. What is the local demands? Maybe now in that particular timings, some of the specific demand is increasing. Some of the specific things is increasing. Let's say different type of different type of equipments, medical equipments, different food, different kind of ppe. This demand is increasing. On the other hand, maybe highly fashionable things, maybe a highly expensive products, and many more things, its price is its demand is decreasing. So in that situation, we have to understand and we have to focus on how we can serve more people with our limited resources. So when we can understand that this is the limited resources we have, and we can contributes in the with our limited resources for the local community, then this is really effective things. This is really effective situations for us. If you have any kind of questions or anything, you can ask me. Uh, so Muhammad Sohel Rana, he said that we are very much thankful for joining with School of Talent Economy. And he has another, what are the challenges entrepreneur faced after COVID situation? Very good question actually. Mr. Sohel Rana actually come and he come up with these questions. Basically, entrepreneurs, this journey is very important. And because entrepreneur actually save the economy, because the more entrepreneur we can create more job opportunity. The more entrepreneur we can create more things. Most important thing is that entrepreneur, they has to know how to solve problem, right? Because at present we have different problem. Healthcare system, maybe we have problem. Maybe supply chain management, this is another problem. Maybe education systems, it has problems. Some of the organizations, they have to provide more online educations. Maybe we have different things, problems and dynamic we can face, maybe in the restaurant business, in the hotel business, in the cruise ship business, even example tourism related things. We have many more things. So entrepreneurs major thing is that they have to be focus on the problem. So what entrepreneur do? Entrepreneur actually trying to solve problem. So what is the problem? So problem is that at present we need to produce more opportunity for the restaurant. So we can think in different way. Maybe we can come up with the innovative idea, innovative solution for the restaurant business. Maybe I find in the marketplace that in Malaysia, the hotel business, they are facing a lot of problem. They do not have enough customer. So what they are starting that this is my hotel. You can work from hotel. You do not as you have to do lot of work and everything from the from your hotels, and so you can start your journey from here. So this is the innovative things entrepreneurs can do. There are many things. So I request to our audience, if you have many problems, if you have any things that we can solve in a proper way, so we can guide. So this is actually very good time for entrepreneurs, because they can solve many problems, they can solve more issues, they can engage with the more things. So when there are a lot of challenges and they involve with these challenges and they solve this problem and challenges, this is the ultimately success for the entrepreneur. And I want to share in terms of the economic aspects, entrepreneurship is a very important things right now, and entrepreneur will get a lot of opportunity. How, there is another question. Thank you, Hosnera. How would be the reconstruction of our economy in future is possible? This is very good questions. Actually, reconstructions, yes, we have to start work on that. Try to understand, when the COVID come, the major problem is that all of the organizations, they do not have crisis management. Okay, they do not know how to manage the crisis, they do not know how to manage the problem, they do not know how to manage the things in a proper way. So in that situation, actually what we have to do, we have to set some crisis management things. We have to set something which is relevant for the present economy. So reconstruction will ultimately happen, because maybe after 1 year or 2 years, maybe we can overcome from these situations. So demand ultimately come to the markets. Maybe now demand is healthcare related things. Now we have demand for the medical related things, food related things. Maybe we have more demand on technology. We have more demand on different for doctors, for nurse. We need more doctors, we need more nurses. So we have to focus on that particular point, so they will fill up the gap. Maybe I know that many of the people actually losing their job, but ultimately these doctors, they are creating more values in the economy. So this is the way that we can reconstruct our economy, and we can find out the way. Another questions, it's come from Araf Mehras. Please discuss about digital economy and post COVID-19. Excellent. Like, try to understand digital economy is really helpful. Digital economy is really important for us. Let's say what I'm doing. I'm taking online classes for my students, for my people, for my youth community. Previously, I go for the classroom, but at present I cannot go. So I need to be more focused on the online. So when I do more focus on online things, try to understand there are 4.3 billion people in online around the world. So we can target 4.3 billion people in the online, and the digital economy actually the next things, like whatever the works, many of the people now they will do most of their job from their home, as much as possible. Let's say you can think about IBM, you can think about Google's, you can think about Microsoft. These are the companies, they are doing excellent work, they are doing very innovative works, and they are now in leading positions. So this is the things. Let's say in Asia Pacific, Alibaba playing a very good role. So these are the company, they are creating the standards even in the COVID period. Actually the digital economy playing major roles. The company like Tesla, Amazon's, Alibaba, Microsoft, Google's, all of the tech related company, they are actually managing the whole economy. They are actually playing a major role for the whole economy. So this is even World Talent Economy Forum, School of Talent Economy. We are producing a different kind of things. Thank you. There is another question from Mr. Abiaz Mustain. In which sector of the economy is the transformations of the classic economy to the green economy will be taking place? It's a really very good questions. Actually, the next challenges, according to my understanding, will be global warming. So for facing this global warming, we have to go with a lot of things. We have to go with lot of we have to face lot of challenges and many more things. So for that particular issues, if we can find and if we can understand our economy, you can find that green constructions, green smart city, green smart village, agricultures, energy productions, energy consumptions, water treatments, everywhere, even educational systems, everywhere, we have to be go for the rapid transformations. So in the transformation model, if we can understand the local demands, and if we can face based on the global warming and this kind of things, then our economy will survive. So I request to the all of the developing nations and all of the peoples, please focus on the classic economy. Please focus on the green economy. Please focus on the green consumptions. So this is the way we can create more value, add more value. This is the way we can go for the more consumptions, and by this way we can create a more understandable economy, and by this way we can give lot of solution for the youth community, and especially our youth community. We have to understand that that you are the futures. You are the futures, and you can play a major roles for our society. You can play a very important role for our society, and by this way you can be very important for our society. So my request to everyone, like I know when I get this report that 28% of our students, they are dropout for the system, they are dropout for the education system. That's time World Talent Economy Forums I discuss with my teams, and we think that we have to do something for our developments. So for that particular issues, we are taking the initiative of this School of Talent Economy, and hopefully we will reach millions of the peoples, and we will try to help you. We will try to educate you. We will try to enhance, and from the global community we will bring more job opportunity for you. We will bring more smart opportunity for you. This is our commitment. So that is the ultimately our objective, World Talent Economy Forum and School of Talent Economy. Not only me, I have my team, Mama Sohel, Rana, Humaira, Tanzila, and many more people actually working together. So when we work together, our objective is one point, that we want to build, we have to build our economy. So when we have to build our economy, our major objective is that we have to grow in a proper way, we have to move in a proper way, and we have to develop our knowledge, skills and everything in a professional way. So this is our ultimately objective, that how we can create more talent economists and who can contribute for their economy. Thank you very much. If you have any questions or anything, you can ask me, you can text me, you can send me emails and everything. And World Talent Economy Forums and School of Talent Economy, we have our research center, Asia Research and Development Institute. We have Al Noor Academy, Sarhadia Barhad. So we will try to produce more knowledgeable things together, and hopefully we can build more strong ecosystem. And those who are observing my show, I request to those who want to contribute for the knowledge based economy and the people, please join with us. By this way we can solve many things together. Thank you very much. Thank you all.